God is the author of love. The Bible teaches us that God is love, and that love comes from God. From the beginning to the end, the Bible is a love story. There we read of God's love for His people, of the love that sent Jesus to the cross, of redeeming love for the sinner, of abiding love for the redeemed. We also read of the love of a man and a woman, of Jacob's love for Rachel, of Abraham's devotion to Sarah, and of Joseph's pledge to Mary.
Dear Shailyn, there is absolutely no words that could ever describe how much you mean to me. Starting off as best friends and eventually becoming soulmates, you and Ev are my world, and without you both, my life is incomplete. You two are my choice, and will choose you both every single day. Thinking back to our first Campestre trip, celebrating Cinco de Mayo with your sombrero, I never imagined this day would come. I love your laugh, your smile, your caring nature, and the cute face you make whenever I make a mean joke. I promise to support you, honor you, and love you unconditionally, and give you all of my attention, except for Mondays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays during football season. I can't imagine where I would be without you, and I cannot wait to continue this crazy journey called life with you by my side. I love you, Shailyn. Love, Tyler.
Mr. Sloan, I'm so glad that the day has finally come, that I get to spend the rest of my life with my husband and my best friend. I can't tell you how or why God thought I was deserving of you. Thinking about you and the man you have become fills me with happiness. We have been through ups and downs and many life changes, but you have always been a source of joy to me. I know without a doubt that Everly and I will always be able to depend on you no matter what. I'm so proud that I get to be your wife and hold your hand wherever we go. I'll love you forever, Mrs. Sloan.
In the beginning, when the Lord formed man from the dust of the ground and placed him in the Garden of Eden, Adam was lonely. So the Lord God made a companion and a helper for him. God has guided Shailyn and Tyler to this moment, has blessed their love and brought them together to enter into this holy union of marriage.
I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever, forever, forever.
Shailyn and Tyler, the ceremony of marriage in which you come to be united is the first and oldest ceremony in all the world. Celebrated in the beginning in the presence of God, marriage is a gift of God, given to comfort the sorrows of life and to magnify its joys. Marriage is the collapsing of hands, the blending of hearts, the union of two lives as one. Your marriage must stand, not only by the authority of the state, nor by the seal of your wedding certificate, but rather it must stand by the strength of your love. It must stand by your devotion to one another in good and bad times. Finally, it must stand because of God's participation in your relationship. We can easily say God knows you better than you know yourself, and if you include Him, He will keep that delightful awareness of each other. It is often said that the ideal marriage is like an eternal triangle, with each of you at the bottom of the triangle and God at the top. And in that triangle, the closer you move to God, the closer you will become to one another. Everybody please stand.
I, Tyler, take you, Shailyn, to be my wife, to have and to hold to this day forward, for better or for worse, for rich or for poor, sickness and in health, for love and to cherish until death do us part. As God is my witness, I give you my promise.
I, Shailyn, take you, Tyler, to be my husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better or for worse, for richer or for poor, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish until death do us part.
Tyler, you may kiss your bride. Where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God.
I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment.
Can we stay here forever?
I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. Forever. Forever.